Taylor is the least surprised person about this late season surge ahead of the showdown with the Steelers. Taylor joining Ready to Roar, taking a look at this story that is still in the works. We've seen what Jake's done on the field, behind the scenes. He's kept his commitments with some community things that he's done on a weekly basis. We saw him after the win yesterday, out signing autographs. Your thoughts on the person that we're now seeing in the spotlight in Cincinnati?
Yeah, very genuine. He's a good person, and so, again, I think that's why the team has rallied around him, because they've seen him work and put in the work behind the scenes and not say a word and just prepare himself for this moment like this. And then, as you're telling me that he's continued to keep commitments in the community, there's no surprise there. Jake's a man of the people, and I've seen him, treat everybody with respect that he's come into contact with, and that sounds like Jake.
Joe sits for 3 years at Ohio State. He mentions the role that played in his career. Now Jake's living his dream after sitting 4 years in the league. What can this tell us all in terms of life about being patient and ultimately having a goal and not looking back?
Yeah, you can't take any shortcuts. And so, again, sometimes the road is easier for some people than others. And that doesn't change your mindset. Sometimes that builds great character as you endure a lot of those challenges. And you find out a lot about yourself, when you're dealt with a lot of adversity and difficulty. That Jake has dealt with a lot of cuts, a lot of being told, no, you're not good enough. And for him to continue to believe in himself and want these opportunities and be ready for these opportunities tells you everything you need to know about him.
This year's team, I know there's still goals in front of you. There's a long way to go. What they've proven to you, what they've proven to the city with what they've done, how would you summarize that?
There's always been that confidence in the building that we're going to be at our best, when our best is required, and that's required right now, in December and January. And so, but it's what have you done for me lately in this league? Yeah. And so we have to put our best foot forward against Pittsburgh and find a way to get a win.
You mentioned Pittsburgh, some things that are correctable from the first time around.
Never easier, because there were things they did to force, poor communication by us and things that could have been better. So they'll be making their corrections as well.
Sure.
There's probably things they wanted to improve on, but every battle in the AFC North is a tough one, especially on the road, late in the season, and so we're going to have to be at our best on Saturday.
Christmas morning, your role as Santa's gifts are being unveiled at the Taylor house. Bring us in, if you could.
Well, it's fortunate for us because we have an 8-day week, so we get to spend Christmas with our families, and a little bit more time maybe than we normally would. So it falls at a good time for us this year, and I just kind of sit on the couch and watch all the kids enjoy them as they come down the stairs.